Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the Stardew Valley 1.6 playthrough series. It is great to be here, and I hope you're doing well today, my friends. So what do we have today? Well, today is the first day of winter of the first year. That's right, a fine Monday. It is, of course, a brand new season. So let's get out on the farm and see what's a-poppin'. But first and foremost, let's peel ourselves out of bed and get, a little glimpse at the old tube here. Alright, so weather reports. We can expect a few inches of snow tomorrow, of course. A pretty likely forecast for winter here. Fortune teller shows neutral spirits today. Very nice. The day is in our hands. Yes, indeed. You're probably noticing a little extra square footage. Well, yes, my friends, we did get the house expansion. So we now have the cellar, which of course gives us all of these fine casks that we can use to age our goods. Therefore, get a little extra income. Very, very nice. So let's see, we have a couple of coffee beans here. I'm going to grab my watering can and make sure we stay watering those coffee plants. First off, what do we have here? Dear AK, everyone around town has been talking about your great generosity. Lately. I've been hooking people up all game long. What are you talking about? Apparently packages have been appearing in people's houses containing items they posted about years ago in the community center bulletin. The packages are all addressed from your farm. Thanks for going out of your way to do something like that. All of us in town are delighted. Mayor Lewis signs it with love here, and that is, of course, because we completed the bulletin board, right? So I think we're going to realize the hearts just increase across the board here to the community. Let's see. Yeah, you bet. I mean, there's some that still don't prefer us, or that we haven't really put much of an effort toward, but, 2 hearts with Krobus, the wizard, right? So that bonus is definitely in effect, and you gotta appreciate the winter gear of all of the townsfolk here. Demetrius with a nice looking vest there, if I don't say so myself. So very, very nice. And folks, we are kind of looking for one thing in particular here. Of course, the community center is nearing completion. I'm hoping to put a nice little bow on that today, but we'll definitely see, right? Let's get our coffee plants watered though. Coffee operation of the future, of course, and then let's get the farmly duties taken care of. And all, of course, starts with the Luna machine. So let's get her watered up. Let's get some roe in the old preserves jar here, of course. And Luna machine, where you at, girl? There you are. Good girl, Luna. And of course, you notice we don't have any more fields remaining, right? Unfortunately, those crops just simply do not grow in the winter, as most don't. However, there are a few special, I guess, exceptions to that rule, right? And we can get some stuff planted here. So we'll get some stuff planted in winter 1 here. Interested to see how some of the stuff will grow. And we got the powder melon seeds. We also have some just regular winter seeds if we're able to, of course, complete what we need to complete in the community center. But that remains to be seen until we find a very unique item to winter. And of course, our animals will stay indoors all season long, and that's all right. They're a little warmer in here, and they prefer it. So who am I to force them outside? Well, I am not a cruel owner, my friends. No. In fact, Corundum, are you enjoying your emo couch there? I sure hope so. And let's see. So what do we have? I have 22 powder melon seeds. So let's plant these. I'm actually kind of curious to see what happens here. So it looks like our sprinklers still do work. Is that accurate? Looks like we have a little worm spot here. That's some coal. Certainly take some coal. I guess I'm curious. I want to try watering these and just kind of see what happens. Does it change color? Does it not? I'm not familiar with planting crops in the winter, of course. Okay, so it's watered, right? These are all watered up already, which is great. Our sturgeon needs that nautilus shell, so we'll be sure to grab that. Obviously, you can find it in winter here. There's all kinds of fun stuff to do here in winter that isn't, just focusing on crop farming, right? It's a good time to maybe get to Skull Cavern. It's a good time to build some relationships. It's a good time to, find things like coal and stone, maybe decorate a little bit. All of these are plans for, winter here. So let's get these trees felled here. And then we'll stop into town and see if maybe we can find some stuff. I want to forage the beach as well. Look for some oysters. Right? Just good stuff. Stuff that we were kind of doing toward the end of fall. We're going to keep doing that here in winter until we have what we need. I believe I have like 3 oysters, right? So we need 2 more oysters. Let's offload some stuff. Looks like we have some artisan products. Now what we can do with these, and in fact, I believe I do have a bottle of wine in here as well. Yep, blackberry wine. And in fact, why don't we go ahead and do this? Let's grab some pomegranates. I do have some kegs inside here. This is going to be our future coffee operation, but we need to build up some seeds. So why don't we brew some wine in the meantime here? And that, of course, can be aged down in our cellar, which has a lot of capacity, right? But let's go ahead and throw our goat cheese in here. Can we do mayonnaise? Doesn't look like we can do mayonnaise. Okay, that makes sense. Blackberry wine, you bet. What else do we have? How about some regular cheese? You bet. And that will, of course, increase the quality. Or it doesn't look like anything else here can be aged. So mayonnaise is going to be a good short-term income solution. And then the cheese, of course, is going to age for a while. But it will get us more bang for our buck, right? And that's definitely what we're looking for. And let's head up toward the mountain path here. Let's see if we can find what we're looking for. Let's go. Alright, so we're on the lookout for little worm spots here. And of course, the worm spots can sometimes uncover what we're looking for, the snow yam. A product exclusive to winter. So here's a worm spot right here. It looks like Linus has... Was that a parka? Hey, we got the snow yam here, my friends. We got the snow yam. After you've truly unplugged from the modern way of life, you'll really start enjoying the simple things. Linus is wearing like a parka or something of the like, but of course he still likes blackberries. But we got the snow yam. That is big time. So we can actually get this community center done here. Year 1. Unbelievable. Lovely. In fact, it looks like the worms are out in full force. We found a lost book there. Very nice. How about you? Do you like blackberries, Abigail, right? What am I supposed to do with this? Okay, I feel like I've gotten that response from you before. For sure. That's all right. I am giddy. I'm happy. Don't mean to offend you with my gifts. That's definitely not the intention. Instead, let's pop on into the community center. And the long-awaited event, you know, the goal that we kind of set out in completing, well, we're about to complete it right now. So let's go ahead and complete this crafts room. Just missing the snow yam, as I've already detailed. And here we go, my friends. Let's do it. Boom. Bundle completes. Community center complete. Let's go. So what do we get for a reward? We do get winter seeds. Very, very nice. We can plant those right away. Tremendous. And of course, the Junimos come out in full force. And let's see what kind of choice words they have for us this time. The last bundle. Farewell, AK. Yes, farewell, my Junimo friends. It has been fun collecting the items that you have requested. And it looks like we're going to get an extended cutscene here. What do we have? Some very happy Junimos. Goodbye. Bye. And they disappear. The Junimos have returned to the spirit world. Oh, that's for me. I'll just put it over here. I know you, Evelyn. Yeah, Evelyn really likes what we're dishing out here. Thanks, Emily. Got Jody. No, this is Caroline. Never mind. Sorry. I get Caroline and Jody mixed up. I don't quite know why, but sometimes. Here's a crocus. Maybe that would have been a more fitting gift for somebody. For me? Wow, thanks. Hey, you bet, Vincent. I mistook you for your sister for a moment. I'm not going to lie. Alright, so let's head down to the sewer and see what Krobus is peddling on a Monday. I forget. Wait, what do we have here? So it looks like we have some choice words being exchanged between the dwarf and Krobus. A shadow person above ground? This is outrageous. Your people were responsible for the death of my entire family. If you dwarves hadn't driven us from our ancestral home, we'd never have to resort to violence. I'm sorry about your family. Sorry isn't gonna cut it. Them's fighting words. Alright, so they're about to duke it out here. Alright, folks, place your bets now. Who's gonna win, the dwarf or the shadow person? I guess we're gonna find out here soon. So if it looks like we break it up. Man, there was some money on that fight. Let me at him. He's despicable. Come and get it, Shrimpy. Shrimpy. And it looks like the wizard is popping in here to settle this dispute between mystical creatures. Silence, both of you. The elemental wars have long been finished. You have no reason to be fighting any longer. The two of you must make peace for the sake of the humans that live around you. Surely you can see that. The wizard always the voice of logic, right? Very well. I'll stay away from the sewer from now on. And I'm truly sorry about the past, dwarf. I have no personal gripe with you. Very good. I shall cast a seal of promise to finalize this agreement. Alright, wizard, make it happen. A promissory pact, my friends. And it looks like we just kind of mosey on back to the ladder with the intention of leaving. Nah, we have the intention of speaking with Krobus here. I'm a little bruised, but I'm okay. Didn't realize you could sustain bruising. Let's see, what do you have for me, though, more importantly? Return scepter, that'd be a nice purchase, wouldn't it? Yeah, you're not really selling anything of interest to me right now, Krobus. But I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you survived the fight. So we got one right here. Got some gold ore. And what do you know, an oyster. That's a great find. So now what we can do is we can take a few extra pieces of bait. And of course get those back in our crab pots here. Need to find one more oyster, I do believe. Now let's see, Willie. I'm sure you appreciate the clam. Absolutely. A gift, thanks. You bet. Is there any other things to forage here? Looking for that nautilus shell as well for our sturgeon. Got some more powder melon seeds, okay? Alright, not seeing anything really. But we got some more powder melon seeds. That's great. We have 30 winter seeds as well. I think we can get those planted. Why not? Seems like our sprinklers do not freeze. They still function in winter, which is entertaining to me, for sure. Everybody knows that cold temperatures, you got to keep the heat on, otherwise the pipes freeze. I would guess a sprinkler system is no different. But due south is the goal, and we're going to loop it around right here, my friends. And we're going to post it up. Nice little fishing spot right about here on this rock. And you're probably wondering, why are we fishing here? Why are you going for river fish? Well, my friends, we're actually after something else. And you saw what we're just after right there. A wildly difficult fish to catch, but the little indicator showed a legendary fish. And that is no anomaly. Your eyes are not lying to you. You are not at the desert oasis here, my friends. This is a real fish to catch. And it is, of course, one of the legendary fish. We fared much better that time. And we have the glacier fish here. So one of the legendary fish, that is 4 of 5 here, my friends. And what do we know about the glacier fish? Well, it builds a nest on the underside of glaciers. A pretty cool survival property of any fish, any life form for that matter. But we caught the glacier fish, one of the legendaries. Obviously a good sell price on that. Not sure what I'm going to do with the legendary fish that we have yet. Alright, so let's get it planted. Let's get it watered up. Really excited to see, what do these powder melons do? Don't know anything about them, really. Might as well use the power of a copper watering can as well. Should probably get this thing filled up, too. And not to mention, hold it on my person so we can make sure we get our coffee plants watered on the daily. Alright, we're all watered up here, and I do believe you can refill at the fish pond. You sure can. Alright, tremendous. This doesn't look watered, is it? It is not, but now it is. Let's get the cheese aging. Not eating, aging. And let's get into bed, and let's call that a really, really amazing and productive Winter 1 Community Center complete. So let's go. And of course we get the event, and what happens? Well, the bridge does get repaired, and look at all of that juicy stuff on the other side. Well, I think, my friends, we have a nice little task we can complete tomorrow. And that is, of course, the quarry. And the quarry is just as you would assume it is. It's a nice foundation for stone and ores. And it also creates another little side dungeon area that I think we'll take a look at tomorrow here on Winter 2. First and foremost, though, right, the usual suspects making us some cash money. Agent Lava Eel Row chipping in a grand. Very nice, $6,400 in the bank, but, you know, the house is upgraded, right? That was a $100,000 expenditure. That's done. So now it's all about what are we saving up for next, right? What are we doing next? Don't really have a great plan for that yet, but that's all right. Don't have to spend our money by any stretch. So let's go ahead and end the day there and on to the next. Let's go. All right, day 2 dawns here. Weather reports. Clear and sunny all day. And we have, this is rare. The spirits feel absolutely neutral today. Is it really that rare? I don't know that I've ever seen that before. So let's see. We got some mail here. What do we have? Figured I'd give you this recipe. I had it laying around. Try not to burn it. Fried eel. Well, thanks, George. Appreciate your, constant, open, and warm sense of humor. Hey, kid, here's a recipe for a little treat my pappy used to make. Cook it slow. Pam. Cheese cauliflower. Very nice. Man, we are just getting all kinds of recipes. That is, of course, because we got a bunch of hearts the previous day, right? So now all of the townsfolk are going to be sending us their special recipes. I'd like to share my old cooking recipe my pappy used to make. It's important the fish is fresh. Excuse me. Willie. Chowder. Very nice, Willie. Thanks. How are you doing? I've enclosed some instructions on how to make one of my favorite fish recipes, Linus Fish Taco. Excellent. Thanks, Linus. Just wanted to let you know about a new item I'm carrying. It's called a wood chipper. You can use it to break hardwood into several pieces of regular wood. I know wood can be hard to come by in the winter, so if your supply gets low, consider picking one up. Robin. Thanks, Robin. And continuing on here. Greetings from Calico Desert. Come visit me soon. I'm really bored out here. I've included a gift from the desert. You can come and thank me in person. Sandy. Alright, so Sandy wants to see us again for sure. So we'll definitely make sure we go and pay her a visit. Hey, I've got a little challenge for you. Catch me a squid. You can fish them from the ocean at night. They only show up in the winter, though. We got it. Absolutely. I mean, of course, there's a new crop of winter fish to catch as well. So we can spend a little time doing that as well. Don't want to let Willie down. Don't want to let our adventurous and collector spirit down either. Nice light snowfall here, my friends. Very peaceful is the season of winter in Stardew. So let's get the cows milked. And obviously Hampton is not doing us much good, but he is still worthy of some love. So let's make sure we show our appreciation for all of the truffles he found. What did we get him, like midsummer, late summer? By the way, Hampton has been a beast. And the winter is obviously a good season to just continue to grow the bond with our animals. And we did get our first duck feather there. Very nice. So obviously we purchased one from the traveling cart to meet the community center requirement. But we would have gotten one right there as well. Let's go ahead and head into town. I do want to swing by Pierre's. Looks like we have Krobus. What's Krobus doing? Why is he out of the sewer? And where's he running to? Some confusing stuff happening there. Maybe we swing by the sewer and pay Krobus a little visit. Ask him why he's been acting strange. In fact, winter mystery. Find the shadowy figure. Yeah, so this is like assuming that you don't know who Krobus is, but we, of course, do. So that's interesting. Why don't we go ahead and take the minecart to town. Swing by Gunther's quick. But now we have the option of going to the quarry, of course. So here we go. Here is the community center completion events. And you see the townsfolk rejoice. Everybody's very happy. And it's a nice little, center for the community. Quite literally. So now if you were memorizing, the time scripts and, where certain folks are at during certain times of certain days, well, that does get changed up just a little bit with the community center being restored, right? Some folks will spend their time in the community center. So you got to keep that in mind. It's like Demetrius has himself a nice office here. Clint, of course, gravitates toward the furnace, the boiler room, right? Got Willie looking at the fish tank in admiration. And the dark cowboy comes home to roost here, my friends. And Lewis, with a few kind words, I'm not sure how you did it, AK, but the community center has never looked better. You've done Pelican Town a great service. Everyone in town is pleased. Big smiles. As a way of saying thank you, I'd like to present you with this town's greatest honor, the Stardew Hero Award. You've earned it. Boom. Stardew Hero Trophy has been received. And that is a great honor. Voice, grumble, grumble. Who's that? Sales have been plummeting. Where have all my customers gone? So this is Morris. This is the JojaMart guy, right? In this tool. Ah, Morris. What? All my customers here? This isn't good. Of course, Morris and Pierre, you know, they have bad blood with one another. Let's be reasonable. Let's settle this the old-fashioned way. I think I like that option better. Let's do it. Ha! This means nothing. I'll just run a 75% off sale and all my customers will come crawling back to me, begging for forgiveness. You'll see. No, not this time, Morris. I think it's time we settle this once and for all. Pierre is not happy. Oh, and how do you propose we do that? A duel. Let's go. Oh, put him up. Ha, primitive. If you're too scared to fight me, then bring one of your coworkers. Or are all Joja employees such cowards? Insult me all you like, but don't you dare slander the good name of Joja. Alright, so they are putting up the dukes. Let's go. Looks like a left hook there from Morris, or left jab. Pierre seems to be blocking. You're even weaker than your fresh produce selection. Them's fighting words. And the way you throw punches is just like Joja. Quantity over quality. This is great. Get him. George is quite intrigued by this, quite entertained. Looks like Morris took the death blow there, and off he goes. And then, of course, Pierre throws on the cool shades. Let's go. Morris and his JojaMart cronies were never heard from again. Alright, well, we chased out Walmart, essentially. And we just got to get the photo op here of this, right? We just got to get it. It looks good. Let's just center this up just a little bit here. Boom. The champion of Stardew. Let's go. Let's go to the quarry. Alright, so look at this. We got all kinds of stuff here, including these new looking stones. Are these coal nodes, perhaps? They are. Okay. Didn't realize coal made its own special... first off, though, I want to head to town here quick. Before we go to the quarry, that is. I'm going to go to town quick. I want to look at this job board here. Because last time we got something special from this. Fragments of the past. Calling all amateur paleontologists 100 pieces of bone. That's going to be tough to find. Anyone can collect 1,000 pieces of stone in a week. They'll earn a reward. Let's do it. Now, we do lose a day. But let's do it. And then let's mine the quarry, right? Let's do it. But first and foremost, I do want to hit up Pierre's. And I want to see if I can buy that dehydrator recipe. Let's go. Hey, we got Marnie here. Looks like fitness class is still on during the winter. Alright, Pierre. Now that your opposition is out of town, you can give me a good deal, right? Doesn't look like it. Either way, we do get the dehydrator, right? Definitely something that we needed. Might as well pop in here and gift all of these fine ladies. Alright. Just gaining big points with the townsfolk here. And obviously, you see the benefit of that, right? Mayor Lewis. It's very nice of you. You're very welcome, my friend. Alright, I mean, let's see if we can get 1,000 pieces of stone. Could be possible. Who knows? We'll see. I want to see, once we mine the quarry out, how close that we actually get. And then we can turn our efforts to the mine or skull cavern, of course. I think we're going to have a little bit of downtime here during the winter. Let's go ahead and just mine like crazy. I'm looking for special stones. I do love that there's coal nodes here. But we, of course, have a very nice pickaxe for the task. And it's 5:10 p.m. Yeah, we should have some time to step into the little side dungeon here. When I say side dungeon, I indeed mean side dungeon. Maybe we can even get it completed. We'll see. Alright, really curious to see how much stone we actually net from this. And what it does for our overall goal. Can't imagine doing this with anything less than the gold pickaxe, right? Alright, real good yield there. What did we get? 326 units of stone. 323 toward our goal. Very nice. So we have, I mean, that's a great head start. It really is. So that's why I wanted to take that quest there, for sure. Might as well pop down these trees as well. And then we're going to go into this little cave here. And what's in that cave, you ask? Well, let me show you. 7:20 p.m. Can we run through the dungeon? We're going to find out. So let's go here. We have an ominous skull and a ladder downward. And you guessed it, my friends, more stone. A pretty good time to take that stone quest, right? And of course, we have the proverbial slime. Why wouldn't we, right? So we'll certainly target these big rocks. Just for the nice stone bonus. Let's see if we can make some decent time here. Can always come back in here if we need stone. It seems like stone is pretty abundant in this particular dungeon layer. Plus, I do need to get my combat skill up to level 10 as well. So it's a good opportunity to both collect stone and, of course, get some combat experience. And then there might be a nice little prize at the end waiting for us. Let's see if we can get there first. Alright, iron. Yep, you bet. And then we have a death head. Not sure what they're called, but that's what I'm calling them. A death head. And let's keep moving here. Looks like we have a large host of death head up here. Death's head. Whatever you want to call them. Whatever the plurality, right? The plural name of it goes. Looks like we have some multicolored skeletons here. One with sunglasses as well. Looks like it's a skeleton mage, maybe, perhaps. Casting spells. Man, get out of here with that dark magic. We got a floppy beanie. I mean, is this more fitting for winter, my friends? Is it? It kind of feels like it, doesn't it? I mean, I didn't think we'd see the day where the dark cowboy is retired. Maybe we're a dark cowboy by, you know, spring and summer, but a coffee drinking hipster by winter. I don't know. We'll see. Kind of like the beanie bomber jacket look, though. We're bringing it back here. All right, more of these guys. Lots of them, too. Rice shoots. Luckily, they don't hit as hard as the serpents do, I'll tell you that. We're looking at 1050, though. Be great to have a warp to farm totem on me, but I don't. So let's continue on. Maybe we'll find ourselves with a level up here. Just maybe. we don't, but we do find ourselves to the end. And what is this Grim Reaper statue here? Well, I think first and foremost, let's go ahead and take out this big stone. Wow, that thing is durable. Got a bandana shirt. Doesn't really feel like winter attire, does it? Alright, can I at least get like 500 stone? Maybe. Got 415. Okay. I mean, we're a little under halfway there on the first day. That's pretty good progress. But the reason you want to come in here beyond, you know, the unique enemies is interact with the statue here. And you do get the golden scythe. That's right. Received a golden scythe. Talk to the statue again. You will teleport back to the entrance, which is nice. And of course, that is a free scythe upgrade here, my friends. It's more powerful than a normal scythe, as expected. So let's go ahead and get back to the bus stop, and then of course back to the farm. Got plenty of other things to consider as well. I wonder if it's possible to at least get it sold. The mayo. Probably won't be able to get the cheese aging. Yeah, I'm not even going to deal with that. So I think this is a fitting place to go to bed and call this an episode here. My friends, let's go to sleep for the night. Let's see how we did for income. It has obviously tapered down a little bit, but we did get the dehydrator recipe, which is an important addition. We have a whole bunch of mushrooms we can, of course, dehydrate, right? So imagine, you know, some of this stuff just maximized, right? Obviously not chanterelles. We have a limited amount of those, but morels, chanterelles, even the common mushroom does pretty well in the dehydrator. So that's going to be another added revenue stream to our overall operation here. Looking forward to getting it implemented, frankly. And, you know, like I mentioned in a previous episode, I think winter is a pretty good season to do a little bit of decorating, to have a little bit of fun, to do a little bit of stuff that, you know, this isn't your typical farming. So with that said, my friends, I'm going to get on out of here. Thank you so much for your viewership. I really do appreciate it. If you are enjoying the Stardew Valley 1.6 playthrough series, then please consider becoming a subscriber, right? Subscribe so you don't miss another upload in this awesome and fun series. Props to us completing the community center here in year 1. Let me know your comments in the comment section below. Again, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. We'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.